awesome. I am back. This is Avery Brand. We are going to break down Mitchell's speech on things he did well, things he needs to be improved on, and overall his speech and his beginning to end to middle. Get into all of that. Let's start off with, do you know anything about Chinese? Because hopefully from watching his speech, now you know a lot, because I learned a lot and his speech was absolutely informative. Very important, I feel like, to dive into another culture like Chinese. So let's get into Mitchell's amazing speech. One, his whole energy throughout his speech was fantastic, even though he said some ums in there and some pauses. And I believe he had something like a body language movement where he had like a lull. Besides all of that, because I know I do that, I'm sure a lot of other people do stuff like that. So let's begin with his introduction. His introduction was seamless. I thought that right when he started speaking, I was not only intrigued, but I was right off the bat informed. I absolutely loved that he just pulled me into his speech and gave me information, gave me some tips, gave me some research. He obviously is very credible to be talking about Chinese. And he did a lot of the beginning of his speech in Chinese, which I thought was a cool mix-up. Grabbed my attention fast, even though I didn't know what he was saying. So now that we went from the beginning of his speech, let's kind of go into the middle of his speech about citing and doing his research. Overall, he did his research about what Chinese is. Obviously, this is his major, so, and it seems like he's taken plenty of courses. Also, he was able to cite them on the presentation that he gave. So there was a lack of verbally citing the source, yet there was a source cited, which I appreciated. And I still believe that got his point across. I wish he could have maybe verbally cited some more source, maybe did it in Chinese. That could have been cool. Even though he did an amazing job, that is just one part that I think he maybe missed in his speech. And going all the way to kind of the middle endish of his speech, let's begin talking about additional research to include. So again, I already said that he did plenty of research. He knew exactly what all these Chinese, what his path was, what classes he was going to take. It seems like he knows his future, which good for him. Not all of us do. So that's an amazing thing. Although I felt like there was a lack of research with the overall understanding of the informative speech. It wasn't intro, this, that, and then conclusion. It felt like everything was wrapped into one. There was less breath. So really the research that I would have wished to see from him is how to organize his speech and how to follow the informative speech outline would have been great. He did an amazing job. I thought it was very fascinating, great body language. He was excited the whole time. Like, he really wanted to educate every single person in the room, which says a lot about not only him, but about his speaking style. And so overall, Mitchell did a fantastic job, and I thought he was one of the best speeches of the day. So that's for Mitchell's amazing informative speech. I hope that you learn positive ways to be improved from the beginning, middle, to end of his speech. And you will see me in the next video.